technical issues, can't read them. My name is Tom Ryan and I work as a contracts manager for the National Transport Authority since July 2012. My background is in advertising, marketing and procurement. And this morning I would like to discuss how Transport for Ireland is improving how passengers access information. Very key in a very diverse market at the moment. Transport for Ireland is working on a long-term customer vision to improve how passengers access information. TFI, as we're currently known, recognises that customers want to be empowered and they want to enjoy easy access to accurate information. Now that's very important, accurate real-time information. We're striving to get digitally smart to empower customers by giving them the right information at the right time. Technology has changed how passengers use information to help them plan and manage their personal journey. Over the last 12 months, Transport for Ireland has changed how it provides information by re-engineering the leapcard.ie website, adding new features to the National Journey Planner and redesigning the real-time passenger information app. We also manage and run on-street real-time displays, and we've actually released a new leapcard top-up, which is a very dynamic Android platform, which basically allows you to top up your leapcard without actually going to a pay zone or actually going to a TDM. So that's a really big step for us at the moment. Still working on the Apple platform, but Apple Pay are actually working in Transport for London at the moment, and it's becoming quite a growth market at the moment in London. So we're interested in that market. In order to stay ahead of customers' rising expectations and demands, Transport for Ireland constantly needs to review customers' needs and expectations. A constantly changing environment. As all marketers and technologists know, passenger information is accessible through an increasing number of channels, whether it's social media, multimodal apps, auto platform updates, frontline staff or even fellow passengers. While printed schedules will remain an important communications channel, the paradigm needs to shift from a seamless and always-on passenger information process. Transport for Ireland customers use a wide range of other data sources. Customers check information at any time or stage of their journey. We need to do everything to make public transport commuting as smooth as possible. No mean task when you currently go down to O'Connell Street and where you had 3 lanes, you currently now have half a lane with taxis, buses and cyclists all trying to squeeze through it. So a difficult process. TFL customers and their journeys. On any given day, our customers range from commuters to domestic and international visitors of all ages and backgrounds. Combining these customers make millions of journeys each year. TFI knows that a number of factors shape our customers' needs and expectations, and these factors determine the mode of transport chosen. Our customers and users have a wide range of habits and attitudes. These range from how they plan their journey, use mobile technology, and the confidence of the transport mode. A combination of all of these elements shape the user's opinion. TFI is striving to help passengers make the most of the transport network by giving them the correct updated information in real time. We need to understand customers and their journeys. We need to know as individuals who they are, what motivates them, what are the fundamental causes of satisfaction, and more importantly, dissatisfaction. How the smartphone has helped address passenger needs. Adam Greenfield of the London School of Economics believes that mobility apps have the power to transform the relationship between transport network and passengers. Making technology quickly available to customers who want and need to use public transport is key to helping customers achieve their everyday goals, like getting to work on time, bringing the kids to school, go shopping or visiting a friend. The award-winning real-time app has enormous potential to eliminate barriers between modes of transport by bringing the entire transport network to the smartphone platform. Currently we are on 3 different platforms, iOS, Android and Windows. TFI also created the National Journey Planner app, which is an integrated mobile solution where passengers can plan a trip even if that journey involves several different modes of transport. The real-time and National Journey Planner app are provided by the National Transport Authority in partnership with Dublin City Council, Dublin Bus, Bus Éireann, Lewis and Irish Rail. Rising expectations. Customers compare TFI with other services provided outside the transport sector, and the virtual bar is being raised. Customers expect everyday excellence. Passengers want and demand innovation and disregard current technical or physical limitations. Services are judged against every service provider and the customer comes into contact with. These rising expectations are driving change. Customers want to feel confident and in control. 2 elements which deliver these values in the service industry must be excellent customer care and innovative use of technology. What does a TFI customer want in the future? TFI wants people to favour public transport. How do we make this happen? It's all about understanding how humans work and operate. We want relevant information. We don't want to be interrupted or bothered with more information than we need, and we would like it delivered just in time. Tailored and personalised information which is seamlessly integrated in everyday life is what customers are demanding 24/7, 365 days a year. Innovation in the mobile technology arena is rapidly changing customers' expectations and how they consume transport information. More proactively managed pushing via digital channels such as Twitter and in-app messages need to be planned and managed for best results. One message fits all approach does not work for this much personalised one-to-one digital spectrum. What will passengers want in 2020 and beyond? Passenger information in the future will be made up of a number of elements. As our last speaker said, an integrated personal mobile device, information from the ecosystem of the Internet of Things, a layer of intelligence, a pinch of personalisation, and hopefully we have a recipe for success. Open source data and the next generation of commuter. TFI promotes open source passenger information data. It is encouraging and enabling innovation within transport agencies and the private sector. A couple of examples of private third parties developing apps for the Irish market would be Tapadoo, Moovit, Google Transit and Citymapper, to name a few, all of which are data powered by the National Transport Authority API. The next generation of commuter, Generation Y and Z, have digital in their DNA. This makes them natural digital trendsetters. They have grown up with digital media. They take advantage of new technologies in every aspect of their life. They expect the same from the services they buy, subscribe to, or use for free. The digital technology revolution that started while Generation Y were growing up now is affecting how brand managers and technologists promote services. Using technology to reach customers, marketing managers need to become better business technologists. Successful business technologists need more than pure technical skill. They must know how to solve strategic and practical operational problems in an integrated way across multi-platform technologies. Success requires being able to identify technologies, fully understand their implications and deploy them in an effective, structured way. Becoming more responsive. Organizations can achieve deeper customer engagement only through transparent feedback and rapid follow-up when using mobile platforms. Personally, I have witnessed companies responding too slowly or erratically to my requests. As customers, this leaves you feeling what's coming next. Radio silence or prolonged hiatus also diminishes any sense of urgency. No replying or delayed response, which is even sometimes more dangerous, may spark skepticism with regard to future correspondence. Customers want to be loved. In conclusion, by enhancing customer engagement, TFI is applying mobile technology solutions at making the travel experience a pleasure rather than a hassle. Feedback loops have been identified as critical to monitoring performance and drive improved user experience by listening to the customer. This leads to understanding what passengers really want and what's causing the pain. In conclusion, Transport for Ireland is striving to deliver innovative mobile solutions. By doing so, we are putting the customer first. Hopefully that gives you an overview of how we're approaching digital data that we're actually getting from the transport operators, collecting it into a hosted environment which sits in London. We also have a failover and off-site DR solution. So basically the passenger is in power of the technology they would like to use to get from A to B in the fastest, most efficient way possible. And we'd like to throw a question out there, or what would you guys like as commuters, passengers, users to get from A to B in a slightly quicker, more efficient way through smartphone technology?
You know the bus time.
Yeah.
Is that calculating traffic and stuff?
Yeah. What we have is we've on ABL on-board vehicle location on actually each bus. This then is sent back to the likes of Dublin Bus, and in the hosted environment in London Docklands we have a prediction generator. What this actually does is we have the schedule, a background schedule built, so on any given day at 9:30 we know exactly where the bus should be, where we'd like it to be. It may not always be there. So when we have the likes of the Lewis Cross City, which has pretty much caused a lot of congestion in the city centre, we can change the prediction generator to basically say to go from north of O'Connell Street to Trinity should take 4 to 5 minutes on average. It is now taking 15 to 17 minutes. So within the prediction generator, when we hit the top of O'Connell Street, the prediction to get to Trinity should be 4 minutes. It now is moving it out to maybe 15 to 17 minutes. So there is a prediction generator built in there. Sometimes people will actually see on-street displays and say it is due, but what is built in there is we have 120 seconds gap from when you see due to actually when the bus arrives. There is a gap, so that may lead to somebody putting into a bus lane, which is happening quite a bit at the moment. Somebody breaking the lights, or else getting stuck behind 2 red lights, which invariably will hold up. But yes, there is quite a bit of technology built into that prediction generator to strive to get the best technology to your onboard either smartphone or on-street display. So there's quite a bit going on behind in the background, as opposed to just your it's not just a guess. Yeah. We have put a lot of effort into striving to make it the best we can.
And do you know where you've released the Lead Card app?
Yes.
For the Android? Why haven't you released it for iOS? Is that to do with the NFC and Apple Pay?
Yeah, it's very much to do with Apple Pay. Apple Pay hasn't come into Ireland yet. It is actually working very well for Transport for London, and they have seen absolutely huge growth. It was in the Android. The Android is actually out there. Basically, by using the Android, you can actually you can control the platform that's coming through to back into your clearinghouse. With Apple Pay, you're actually handing the money over to Apple Pay, and then they come back and give it to the National Transport Authority. So the structure and the architecture that's there isn't actually in Ireland yet, but it's still, it's not ideal. It is an uncontrolled.
And do you think people get upset that you're going to release it on one platform? You've got any length of that or anything?
Yeah, I suppose there's 45 to 50% of the Irish market actually use iOS, so maybe 4, 5, 6 or otherwise. There is a huge market out there. We're probably one of the largest markets of iOS in Europe. There is huge interest. We actually have built the platform for iOS. We are actually looking to get into that spectrum, but the fact that iOS pretty much isn't in that area or isn't in the Irish market is holding back things a little bit. But ideally, what we'd like to do is we have our Androids and we have our iOS and our Windows real-time apps. We're looking at the platforms for the pay. So basically, you can go from A to B without actually using your card. So it can go down to NFC and using your phone to get around the city in the best possible way. Leap is actually moving into the regions as well. So Bus Éireann use it in Dublin, Cork, Galway and Waterford. So it is actually has absolutely transformed how people are using transport at the moment. At the moment, around 55% of all journeys are paid for using a leap card. So that's quite a strong market in the Dublin market. Anybody else have anything that would be able to help us improve 2020?
Not a question, not sort of that sort of question, but when you're looking at your operation, what proportion of your spend is on this sort of support in terms of feeding out the traffic, the bus information, etc.? It sounds like there's a huge spend here compared with your general operation. And
there is, but a lot of it is improving passenger behaviour.
mm-hmm.
If we can give the confidence in the real-time signage on street displays is that it does work, it is right, people will start to use public transport where they may not have had the confidence before. So there's very much quite a large spend on focusing on improving performance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about improving performance. AVL is built in, it is performance managed. The Transport Authority is the authority, so it actually does manage and coordinate how bus transport operators or all the transport operators deliver service to the customers. A good flowing, as you can see in London, if you've been over there, good strong public transport. You have everybody wearing, from stockbrokers to people using free travel, using the public transport. We need to get that confidence back into the Dublin market. I think the Lewis Cross City will make a huge difference. We have a huge number of roadworks taking place throughout north and south of the city, and we're doing our best to connect the full transport network. So ideally it would be nice to get on someplace in Glasnevin, come into your city, switch over to another mode if required, and pop out in the RDS. So hopefully we're slowly getting there, but that is the plan.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a question? Okay guys, thanks for your time, and if you have any questions,